Hello and welcome to your first project in the course. In this video, we're going to start working on our Authenticator project. So let me give you a quick visual on what the project is supposed to do. So if I run my Authenticator, so Ruby Authenticator.rb, it says, welcome to the Authenticator. This program will take input from the user and compare password. And then it prompts you for a username, okay? And then it prompts you for a password. Now, if I enter in the correct password, then it will return the user object to me. For example, the username password back in a nice usable form. If I enter the incorrect password, then it will let me know that I've entered an incorrect password. For example, if I say wrong password, credentials were not correct, and I did not get back my user object, okay? And then I can continue this a few times. I can press N to quit or any other key to continue. So I just hit enter to continue. Let's try the right password. There you go. It gives me back my user object in a nice presentable or usable form inside of a hash. All right. So I get the username, password, and you can see how I can access all kinds of information associated with the user based on having this correct authentication information. So I wanted to give you a brief look at how authentication is done. Obviously, it's a little more complex when you're dealing with real web applications. You're not going to have string for password. This is going to be a hashed version of it. And depending on how complex your application is, that could get pretty complicated. But at least the basics of how authentication functionality works. So there you go. Let's continue on. And if I try a few more times, you see you have exceeded the number of attempts. So it will continue. You can only attempt this 3 times. On your 4th attempt, it kicks you out. All right, so we're going to build that too. So in the process, we're going to learn a few things, right? This is the theoretical database table. So we don't have a database table, so we're going to simulate it, where we have the list of usernames and some temporary passwords that I've assigned to them. And they are all individual records like this. Each one is a hash, and each hash is an element in an array. So this way, you get to work with a hash as an object within an array or an element in an array. You'll get to work with branching because you'll be testing the password. You're going to create a method to do that. Then also a while loop, which will keep this execution going for 3 or 4 or however many times you specify. And of course, that will result in designing the actual execution flow of the program. So in the next video, we're going to build this project. Before we do that, you've already seen how this works and what information will be given to you. My suggestion is take a shot. Take a shot at this yourself. See if you can come up with this program that runs like this based on this information. Now you've already gone through most of the things you'll need to build this except for while loops. And I'm confident that you'll be able to look up Ruby documentation on while loops to see how they work to get this to work. But if not, nothing to worry about. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and build this. I'll see you there.